Alright guys, let's continue on with my Disney reviews, and the next up in order of Disney animated movie releases is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh from 1977, which I have not seen since I was a kid, and I rewatched to review it. And today I'm going to be, also have a friend, Robbie Long, Ogre Boy 92. We're doing a collab, and I'll do a collab in his video. So I'm going to let him go ahead, and here's his review. So take it away, Robbie.
Hey Corey, thank you for letting me be in this video. I love The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It's been one of my favorite movies since I was a little kid and everything. It's always been one of my favorites. I just love the little stories and everything. I think my favorite one out of them is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. Just love when Tigger gets stuck in the tree because with Roo and everything. That part always just cracks me up. I also love the first one, that Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, where he gets stuck in Rabbit's hole and everything because he's fat, and it just cracks me up. But it's always been one of my favorite movies. The only thing I didn't really like is really Rabbit. He gets on my nerves. Ever since I was a kid, I always didn't like Rabbit because he always kind of just seemed really, really mean and everything. I guess it's just because he's really annoyed easily by everybody, and now he's more relatable than he was back when I was a kid. But I used to really hate Rabbit. I like this movie a lot, and I love the voice cast, especially Sterling Holloway as Winnie the Pooh. He just is great as the voice of Pooh, and Paul Winchell as Tigger was great too. But yeah, I definitely like this movie a whole lot, and everything. So thank you again, Corey, for letting me be in this video, and feel free to check out my channel, OgreBoy1992. I'll be having my review up for this movie after a while, and thank you, and have a good day, everybody.
Alright, thank you, Robbie. Now, let's talk about the movie. Again, I haven't seen this one since I was a kid. This is one of the only Disney animated movies that I have not watched throughout my life. This one is one that I enjoy as a kid. Like, I enjoyed when I was a kid, but it never had been one that I stuck with because, you know, when you grow up, Winnie the Pooh is not a thing for people to like whenever you tell people, oh, Winnie the Pooh, they'd be like, oh, you're a kid, like, that's childish. But I try not to think that way anymore because I feel like people just are hypocritical anyways with stuff like that. But regardless of if I was embarrassed or not to watch this as an adult, I just didn't really feel like this is one to rewatch because this one, like a lot of the ones that came out in the 60s and 70s Disney animated movies, this one was just kind of careless. There wasn't much to go with it, but I still enjoy this movie. It is another one directed by Wolfgang Reitman, who directed almost all of these movies from the late 60s, early 70s, like The Rescuers, Robin Hood, Aristocats, like all of these Disney movies from the late 60s, early 70s. The Jungle Book, like he directed all of them. So this one, like, it of course starts with that incredibly catchy song of Winnie the Pooh, like how it's, like, that song is very incredibly iconic. And I love how it starts out where it shows all these characters, it describes every character in the song. I think that's really creative and cool. And I liked all the characters and their personalities, and I like that each character is a personality for something because they are made in the mind of Christopher Robin, this little kid. Like Pooh is a simpleton, Bear is endearing, Eeyore is kind of the emo donkey who is always negative about stuff. And Tigger is ecstatic and loves to bounce, and then Piglet is scared and small, and then Rabbit is bossy. Like all these descriptions, and Kanga is the maternal mother, and Roo is the little baby. They all are basic, like they're basic emotions or character like jobs in the movie. Like it's interesting because I do like how, again, the opening song describes all these characters immediately. So I think that's cool. I think that's cool how they immediately do that. Um, I but watching it as an adult, like I still appreciate this movie for being so charming and likable, but it's just not one that I want to rewatch a lot because I just don't think there's not much to it. Like it's a good movie, it is, and I like these characters. I like the fun. I like how it's just a very fun time, like where it's just a lot of like little stories interspersed together. Like it's not like a full narrative. It's just about these characters all getting to know each other and gaining their like becoming friends, like or showing them in their friendship. Like that I think is what makes the movie powerful. But it's just not one that I typically want to watch a lot. The animation is great. It's really fantastic. The music is great. That Effalunks and Woozum song is pretty cool. Like that kind of reminds me of the Pink Elephants on Parade from Dumbo. Like I think that's pretty effective. All these characters are likable. I like the ending. I like how it has the impending doom of Christopher Robin is going to grow up, and then he talks to Pooh at the end like that. He's not gonna always be there. He'll be there kind of in his heart, but not like he won't be there completely. Like he'll eventually leave the hundred acre wood. So I do like that. I do like how the movie, even though it's lighthearted and for kids, it does give a little bit of that issue of this kid's gonna grow up and he's not gonna be with his imaginary friends anymore. So I did like that. I did appreciate that. But overall, the movie I think is good. I do like this movie, but again, haven't seen it since I was a kid. Rewatched it as an adult, and I liked it fine. I like things about it a lot, but it's not one that I'm gonna rewatch a lot. I think this one is fine. Like it's definitely a good one. It is, but it's just not one that I'll rewatch much. So it's not one of my Disney favorites. Um, so that's my thoughts on the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh from 1977. Tell me down below what you think of this movie, and thank you guys so much for watching.